Om Sri Aurobindo Mira is my refuge. Namaste, good morning, welcome all of you. Today, the topic of this spiritual discussion is on Maya, the illusion. So, we'll focus today on Maya, the illusion, the Maya, the oft discussed topic of further time being what we see here and there. Many people ask many questions on Maya because this Maya, is the veil of the absolute. So people, there is big queries. People keep asking so many questions everywhere about the Maya. Today, in brief, we'll try to solve or we'll try to discuss something in brief on Maya, most exclusively through the writings of Sri Aurobindo. So let us take couple of discussions, couple of lines on from Sri Aurobindo's message on Maya, then we'll go for few lines from Savitri. While we are going to analyze or define the Maya, mostly it comes, literally meaning comes, the skilled power finitizing the infinity is Maya. The skilled power, again I will try to quote, the skilled power finitizing the infinity, that is called Maya. Sri Aurobindo quotes here, but the Maya is a veil of the absolute. The Maya is the veil of the absolute. Within couple of lines, 3 or 4 lines, we will know the definition and her work of the Maya. But Maya is the veil of the absolute. A truth occult has made this mighty world. This mighty world has been created by a occult truth. A truth occult has made this mighty world. The eternal wisdom and self-knowledge act. The eternal wisdom and self-knowledge act. The in ignorant mind and in ignorant body steps. For the inconscient is the superconscient sleep. The inconscient is as vast as the superconscient. The inconscient only is the superconscient sleep. In the another format, in the mother's indirect speech, we have seen the definition of Maya. When this is, I would like to quote here, this is the indirect voice of the mother. I am Durga, goddess of the proud and strong. I am Durga, goddess of the proud and strong, and Lakshmi, queen of the fair and fortunate. I wear the face of Kali when I kill. The same powers, all these powers I am, and at my will they work. In different formats, Durga, Lakshmi and Kali we are worshipping. Still she is speaking, mother is speaking in her indirect voice. I am Durga, goddess of the proud and strong, and Lakshmi, the queen of the fair and fortunate. I wear the face of Kali when I kill. And while discussing about the shape of her or original shape form of Maya, she quotes here, I have created all I devour. I am the creator, I am the devourer. I have created all I devour. I am death and the dark, terrible mother of life. I am Kali, black and naked in the world. Already we have seen Kali, black and naked in the world in many pictures, many poses, many descriptions we have seen or experienced or heard about. Finally, she speaks of in the writings of Sri Aurobindo, Maya, and the illusion and the universe is my cheat. I am Maya, the universe is my cheat. So I want to quote it again. I have created all I devour. I am death and the dark, terrible mother of life. I am Kali, black and naked in the world. I am Maya and the universe is my cheat. Has been quoted by Sri Aurobindo and it has been explained in the words of the mother in her indirect words. Let us take few definitions in the light of Sri Aurobindo's writing from his various magnum opus, various creations. We'll see how Maya and illusion has been described by Sri Aurobindo. First, initially Sri Aurobindo speaks of deceiving through the imposition or production of false appearances or hopes. This is Maya. False appearances and hopes, it is coming. Deceiving thing is that this is deceiving through the imposition or production of false appearances and false hopes. With these false appearances and false hopes, this imposition is there, and it deceives. There was never illusion yet in the human mind that did not conceal and disfigure a truth. So, original truth, concealed and disfigured by the in the human mind, that ever never made it was that there was never illusion yet in the human mind that made that did not conceal or disfigure the truth. Concealed, disfigured, the illusion has come. It is the work of the illusion. Then it is the Brahman. It is the Brahma who is here with his face of Maya. So when we are speak of he and she, Purusha and Prakriti, Shiva and Shakti, Brahma and Maya. So this is the two dualities we are seeing, the dual character of the divine, multiplicity of character we see. And when there also we have previously we have also discussed to some extent, the creator here is the divine, he, Purusha, Brahma, Shakti. He is coming for the manifestation to take birth. After getting take birth, he offers all his powers, he bestows all his powers, everything, his thought, everything in the hands of the Prakriti or she or Brahma or Maya, so that she can be able to take care of and to take the plan her own way. There everything is done actively by the Prakriti or she, and the divine inhabitant, the divine person, the Purusha, is only a witness, but being a passive partner, he waits as a supernumerary on her stage, but being veiled also, he controls the Purusha, divine controls, manages and operates everything from behind the veil. It is written, it is the Brahman who is here in his face of Maya. Then why and how it comes? The all-knowing, he accepts our darkened state. The eternal ascends to fate and time. The divine wears the shape of the animal and man. Immortal dallies with mortality. The all blissful bore to be insensible. The all knowledge ventured into ignorance. This is the thing he has come. This Leela, it is going on, the dual power, he and she. There are two who are one and play in many worlds. There are two who are one at the secrets of all powers. The secret behind the all powers is only they in two forms, but originally they are one. There are two, they play in many worlds, but here it is visibly we see in two forms, but they are two. They are truly, feelingly, visibly they are two, seemingly to our thought they are two, but they are one. There are two who are one at the mights and rights in things, entire wherever in elements. Wherever you see, you will see their presence and their guidance. They are working only. They are only. It is the truth. They are married secretly in our acts. And here in the course here, a mystery is this process of nature's birth. We see lot of mysteries are there. A mystery is this mighty nature's birth. A mystery is the elusive stream of mind. A mystery is the protean freak of life. Just imagine how finally, how wonderfully Sri Aurobindo quotes here about the mystery. A mystery is this mighty nature's birth. It is a mystery, mighty nature's birth. A mystery is the elusive stream of mind. That is also a mystery. A mystery, the protean freak of life. What I have learned, chance lives to contradict. What I have built is seized and torn by fate. So this is the thing, we are seeing something, we are doing something, but result is something. These are been history hidden from us, concealed from us, because things are going on in a mysterious way. Then Sri Aurobindo quotes about the illusion, he says, the illusion and the mystery of the inconscient in whose black ball the eternal wraps his head, that he may act unknown in cosmic time. We know before the creations, the multiplicity of the divine character we see, he has come down here because his original things, what he said, the truth, it became falsehood. immortality, it became death. So life here, actually suffering is there, bliss turned to suffering, light became darkness. His then, after this failure in the process of involution, mind, life and body became the last stage. From there the evolution starts. So when her powers became the negative, they achieved, they got the negative, they acquired the negative characteristic, he sent his power. But it also, he could not be able to that much satisfactorily, it could not work. So he had to come being wrapped up here, because he has to become wrapped up behind the veil. He is working, staying concealed, working in the evolutionary process, trying to raise up the fallen humankind and the downtrodden earth to its definite height, spilling upward. Sri Aurobindo quotes here, the illusion and the mystery of the inconscient, illusion and the mystery of the inconscient, in whose black pearl the eternal wraps his head, staying the eternal, staying being wrapped, wrapping his head, and that he may act unknown in the cosmic time, because he is getting wrapped up, because his work can be done in the cosmic time, and he can work better in this concealed time, in this concealment, in this being concealed, he can work better, and this progression of the evolutionary progress will be achieved, will achieve a great speed. She worked besieged by the illusion of a mystic space. She walked besieged by the illusion of a mystic space, a charm of bodiless touches felt and heard, a sweetness as of voices high and dim, calling like travelers upon seeking winds, melodiously with an alluring cry. This is the thing, the passage through illusion, it is going on. So then, Sri Aurobindo perhaps writes here, perhaps the world is an error of our sight. Sometimes we get confused, we get baffled, we think otherwise, something original, proceeding from originality we see. Perhaps the world is an error of our sight, a trick and repeated in each flash of sense. An unreal mind hallucinates the soul with a strange vision of false reality, or a dance of Maya veils the void unborn. Just imagine, while describing the things about illusion, Sri Aurobindo quotes here, with a star vision of false reality, or a dance of Maya veils the void unborn, perhaps the world is an error of the sight. Perhaps he is writing. Then we feel the thing is that better thing, when this little ego's ring is not there, when illusion gets wrapped up, so what happens really to the true feeling? We know Narada get under the pulse of under the bondage of Maya once. Then when he got up, his family, he felt his family doing family and all in the vision. Then that rain got his family, children, everybody. And when after some time he felt that the river flood is coming, all are flowed away. Then he is shouting, but and Narayan comes, manifests and stays what happened. Then he gathered up his sense and feels all are Maya, nothing else. So when this Maya goes, what happens? Illusion lost her aggrandizing lens. As form her failing, as from the failing my hand the measures fell, atomic looked the things that loomed so large, the little ego's rings could join no more. The body now seemed only a wandering shell, his mind the many frescoed outer coat of an imperishable inhabitant, his spirit breathed a superhuman air, the imprisoned deity rent its magic fence. So when the little ego's ring is joined no more, body like a wandering self, it changes with the illusion when it loses its aggrandizing less. For that, what we have to do, a prayer, a master act, a king idea can links man to a transcendent force, then miracle is made the common rule.